Batters in this lineup tonight for LA have gone deep in the World Series.
StatCast powered by Google Cloud. And another 3-2 count to Max Muncy. His homer came on a 3-2 pitch. He's hit 18 homers on full counts since the start of the 2018 season, and that's the most of anybody in baseball. 12 straight games with a homer this postseason for the Dodgers. Another postseason record. Full count pitch.
It's really interesting too that they would be so consistent hitting home runs given the start they had. They hit 2 home runs early in the 2 series, and that was it. Everybody said, well, what's wrong with the Dodgers' power? They led the majors in home runs. They didn't have any problems with it lately.
Seventh pitch of the plate appearance on its way. The 8th, that is. And it's finally put in play for Yandy Diaz.
It's a pretty good example, too, of Muncy hustling up the line. A little routine ground ball in a 4-2 game, and he busted it up the line. When your impact players play like this, everybody's got to play the same way. Look at the effort by Muncy. Knows he's going to be out, but he didn't take anything for granted. Good on him. You know, get back to that MVP note you made. 3 MVPs in that 81 series. Ron Cey, Pedro Guerrero, and Steve Yeager. They were the co-MVPs, if you will, in that 81 season, which was also an unusual season. It was the strike season,
right.
1981.
Ryan Thompson up for the second time in this game. He was up much earlier when it looked like Tyler Glasnow was not going to get much past the first or second inning. Will Smith struck out 3 times against the right-handed starter. And there's a sharp ground ball for Wendell, and 2 gone. Victor Gonzalez up in the LA bullpen.
The Rays have announced Blake Snell will start on Tuesday in Game 6. The Dodgers have yet to announce their starter, and it sounds as though they may be leaning toward Tony Gonsolin, with May pitching in this game. Gonsolin started Game 2 on Wednesday. It's just an inning in the 3rd. And if you think the Dodgers, if they win this game, have everything wrapped up, Blake Snell and Charlie Morton are the available pitchers for Game 6 and Game 7 against LA.
I don't know about you, but I am selfishly thinking a Game 7 would be such a treat to see Morton and Buehler again. That's what I'm rooting for.
Yeah, Buehler won that first-time matchup, and Snell had 9 strikeouts in 4 2/3, imposing Tony Gonsolin back in Game 2.
2 balls and no strikes. The count to Cody Bellinger.
Yeah, I think we've got some interesting baseball ahead of us.
No doubt. And only a 2-run game tonight.
Yeah, this was not over.
I mean, I'm curious to see for the Dodgers tonight, how are they going to match up with Arozarena and Lau? Right? Those are the 2 big bogeys that they've got to fade the rest of the way. And when we go to the 8th, it'll be Kiermaier, Zunino, and Diaz, and then Arozarena and Lau would bat 4th and 5th. If not, they'll hit in the 9th. Two balls and 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger.
We'll probably see a pinch hitter for Zunino, second batter in the bottom of the 8th inning. And G-Man Choi on the bench. They can use him off the bench.
And a full count to Bellinger, now 3-2.
Yeah, he looks ready, doesn't he? Got his batting gloves. Probably taking a few swings down on the inside hitting tunnel.
He strikes me as the kind of guy that could fall out of bed ready to hit.
He's a pretty interesting player, that's for sure.
Full count to Cody Bellinger, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Into the opposite field for Margot, who stays with the sinking liner to retire the side. Ryan Sheriff gets the Dodgers in order in the top of the 8th. Sees from Dustin May. Didn't even have a chance to set the defensive changes for you. Chris Taylor has moved into left. And that accommodates Kike Hernandez, who'll take over at second. And now the Rays are going to bring the tying run to the plate. We'll see if Kevin Cash goes to his bench here. Mike Zunino scheduled. He is 0 for 13 with 7 strikeouts in the series, and sure enough, it's going to be Yoshi Tsutsugo. But the Dodgers are prepared. They've got a left-hander up in the bullpen.
Well, this is interesting, and Victor Gonzalez is ready standing by, but Mark Pryor went to the mound, so they're going to talk more about Tsutsugo. I think what they were hoping on was that they would make a move with Tsutsugo, and they used him first because he has not handled velocity well. Dustin May has a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this isn't exactly the type of situation they would send Tsutsugo up. So the Dodgers don't take the bait. They don't switch and go to the left-hander. I think Kevin Cash was just hoping that they might do that, and then they get Brasso in against Gonzalez. But Tsutsugo's now going to have to get it going and try to catch up to that 100-mile-an-hour fastball. This interesting move. A couple of good managers trying to play a little chess game here. So May with that great fastball.
Tsutsugo pinch hit in the 9th yesterday. And lays off a first pitch fastball, the ball, the no strikes. Yeah, even what you'd call average major league velocity kind of befuddled Tsutsugo in his first year in the big leagues. 93 plus, Buck. He hit 75 cents on that. He's the tying run in the 8th. And he sends a drive out to left. Taylor's got this one for the first out.
Well, Robert stays with Meg. Kiermaier with the leadoff single, stays put at first base.
May is going to will it so. He wants that clean outing so badly after the Game 2 blow up. And we're going to have another pinch hitter. And for this one, Dave Roberts is going to make the change.
Yeah, G-Man Choi will come in, and that'll summon Victor Gonzalez from the bullpen. And now Choi comes back. Will they use Brasso? May is out of the game. Gonzalez is in.
The wheels are turning. Tying run at the plate. We'll be right back. Been tabbed to try to close this threat down after the leadoff single by Kiermaier. May got the pinch hitter Tsutsugo. And then when G-Man Choi was announced to pinch hit next, the move was made for Gonzalez, and then a counter move was made by Kevin Cash for Mike Brasso.
Brasso had a base hit against Gonzalez in a pinch hitting role in Game 1. He got a base hit on a line drive to right field, drove in a run. Gonzalez making his 3rd appearance. That's the pitch right there that gives Brasso some problems. That inside fastball there. Gonzalez will also cut that ball inside the right-handers. The base hit he got off Gonzalez in Game 1 was a pitch out over the plate that hit into right field.
Brasso batting in the top of the order spot for Diaz in the 0-1.
Back to Game 1. Brasso was pinch hitting for Choi in this situation as well, and he gets a clean single on a cutter on over the plate, picks up an RBI.
Brasso's been very good for his career against left-handed pitching, but as you mentioned, that ball that cuts inside to him is a bit of his kryptonite, and that's among the reasons why he didn't start against Clayton Kershaw either tonight or on Tuesday.
There's that pitch down and in and chased the ball. Of course, he has that big postseason home run against Chapman in the Yankees series, and this is that nasty breaking ball down and in. You can bet Gonzalez remembers that pinch hit at bat in game 1, and he's going to crowd Brasso in this at bat.
Nick Anderson is up in the bullpen for the Rays. Little matter of getting out of this jam here for the Dodgers before we talk about what will happen next half inning. A ball and 2 strikes to Brasso. He is the tying run in the last of the 8th. 2-2. And Randy Arozarena waiting on deck.
Seems like he's always on deck in pivotal situations.
Ain't that the truth? Worst case scenario here for, or best worst case scenario here for the Rays is that Brasso just stays out of a double play. So Arozarena can bat as the tying run. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he got to that pitch, but it was out in front of it and hits it into the seats down the left field line. This is where the 3-batter rule really comes into play.
You bet. After Arozarena, it's Brandon Lau, who, as we've seen in this World Series, is undeterred against left-handed pitching. Gonzalez is set. Here's his next 2-2. And that one gets away from Barnes. Kiermaier gets the free 90 feet. Takes the traditional double play off, and a base hit makes it a 1-run game.
Boy, that one really got away from Gonzalez. It'll be a wild pitch as Kiermaier moves into scoring position. And you can see Barnes doesn't have much of a chance to flag that one down. He was set up down and in, and it's up and away. Kiermaier easily advancing to second base. Things are getting interesting.
Blake Treinen, the right-hander, Adam Kolarek, the left-hander, both hot and ready for Los Angeles. They've been up for a while. The 3-2 to Brasso. Whether or not we see either one of those guys has everything to do with this plate appearance, and I'm just kind of speculating here that if Gonzalez should lose Brasso, we might be seeing Treinen for Arozarena. Oh, 3 batters. Yeah, we're not going to see a move until after Brandon Lau. It's the second time in the series that 3-batter minimum has loomed large. Brasso ain't going anywhere, man.
Boy, it's interesting how they're trying to finish off this at bat away. We had talked about how vulnerable Brasso is inside, both with the fastball and the slider. And there's some tough outs ahead for Gonzalez.
Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Lost him on ball 4. And oh boy, now the Dodgers are really playing with fire. You know all about what Randy Arozarena has done in this postseason. It has been a historic run. Even better has been Arozarena against left-handed pitching this year.
Dodger fans, they didn't think this was going to be easy, did they?
Oh, that was a Dodger fan, you think? Grinding out the late stages of a 2-run lead against the hottest hitter on the planet who now represents the go-ahead run.
No place to put him.
These were numbers from the regular season. Only a .400 hitter against left-handed pitching. Man.
During the postseason, he has hit .360, 9 for 25 with a couple of home runs. Well, he had a pivotal bat in the game last night as he drew a walk in the 9th inning. They didn't want anything to do with him in that situation. And he walked as the potential winning run and came around to score that winning run.
First pitch to Arozarena is sent out to center field. A huge second out for Gonzalez.
He went after the first pitch, and there was one out over the plate he had to reach for. Breaking ball back door that he reaches for and really never got a big part of the bat on the ball. Hit it toward the end of the bat and flies out. He thought it came off the bat a little better, but it was just off the end of the bat.
So 2 gone now for Brandon Lowe. Lau's hitless tonight. He is 3 for 20 in the World Series. The 3 hits have all been homers. He faced Gonzalez in game 2 and grounded out. He takes a ball on the corner that's called a strike. Gonzalez perhaps taking notes, working the inside corner against a guy who's hit 3 opposite field homers here in Texas in this World Series.
And during the regular season, he hit 6 home runs against left-handed pitching. The most among left-handed hitters.
(0-1) the count to Brandon Lowe. Into center field, coming on hard is Bellinger to retire the side and strand a pair. Against the meat of the order, Victor Gonzalez hangs a 0. 5 World Series games have ended with an error, and we just showed you 2 of them. Mike Brasso continues in the game. He'll take over at first base, and Michael Perez will catch the rest of the way. Perez seeing his first World Series action tonight. And Ryan Thompson is the new pitcher for Tampa Bay. He'll get the bottom of the order for the Dodgers, trying to keep it just a 2-run deficit here in the 9th.
Thompson's been very effective in postseason. You see, he worked once as an opener, pitched a total of 8 1/3 and on just 7 hits. He's been a tough customer.
Taylor, Hernandez, and Barnes for Los Angeles in the 9th inning.
That's a good slider. Right on the outside corner. This is his 3rd appearance so far in this World Series. He pitched a total of